And thanks so much for tuning into the Daily Dose for Spiritual Growth. We are in the book of Proverbs this week. All month long we will be. We're going to be in Proverbs chapter 3, and I'll be reading some of the most famous verses in the book of Proverbs. Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6. You might have it on a coffee mug. You might have it on like an art piece, whatever you might have. But let's understand what this verse means, because this verse can really just flow from the mouth and just like, oh, let's just kind of do that. It takes intentionality, it takes humility, it takes letting go of ourself and actually pursuing his will, actually understanding his wisdom, his plans, and his purpose for our lives. Let's dive into Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek his will in all you do, and he will show you which path to take." Or maybe your version says that he will make your paths straight. So what does that mean? What does trust mean? Do you feel like God has proven himself to be trustworthy? Yes, he has. If I look back in my life and I look back at all the things that I have gone through, the different transitions in my life, the different times we moved, the times when I took that step of faith, that time when I didn't understand exactly what was going on, but I trusted that God is in control. He showed himself and proven himself to be faithful, to be trustworthy, that I can count on him. I think of baseball or softball. I like to play church softball, and I think about God's batting percentage, his on-base percentage. It's 100% every single time. It's like he is perfect. We're imperfect. Yeah, we have wisdom. We have knowledge. There are very smart people. However, that's limited. See, the wisdom of this world is limited. But see, God is perfect, and he is trustworthy. And so let's not depend on our own understanding. Let's not depend on our own experience. Yes, we can use our experience. Yes, we can use our understanding. And think about this. Where did you get that from? That is out of God's grace that he gave that to you. So whatever talent, whatever experiences you've experienced, whatever wisdom you have, ultimately came from him. And I love what the Bible says about, like, if you lack wisdom, what do you need to do? We ask for it. We ask for it in a humble way, in a way that's like, God, I need you. God, I trust you because I know that you are in control, and I know that you have my best interest in mind. And so I don't want to be walking in a path that's all crooked and not sure where that next turn is going to be, but I want my path to be straight. God, I want to walk in your ways. Well, what does that look like? That looks like trust. That looks like trust. That looks like faith. That looks like, you know what, God, I am going to trust you even if I don't understand it. Obviously, that doesn't mean that your life is going to be perfect and all rosy and you won't deal with any trial or any tribulation. No, Bible says that you will have trials, you will have troubles in this world, but take heart, I have overcome them. That's what Jesus is saying. And so in the midst of trials, in the midst of uncertainty, let's put our trust not in the wisdom of this world, but in his perfect wisdom. May your paths be straight as you put your trust in him. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for the Daily Dose for Spiritual Growth.